All right. So welcome back to Intruder Alert. It's been God knows how long, like 2 years since we've done like a FGC episode.
It's been a
Um,
while.
so we're back with MK11, and we're gonna talk to our friends Sid, Yams, Zap, ZB, Pickles, and Philly. And it's gonna be me, Katsuna King, and K1 Kev. And we're gonna be talking about MK11 coming out in less than a week.
6 days.
6 days, boys.
Um, there's a lot. There's a lot going into this game. A lot of drama. A lot of questions, like pertaining like tournament play and stuff like that. But we're gonna try to get some insight from people who have been playing NRS and MK games in the past, and some people who are just starting now. And
Newborn babies.
yeah, we're gonna see if they actually stick with it, and if they if they can survive the mean streets of MK.
Mean streets, man.
I'm sorry.
Dude,
That
dude,
Trey
that's
Star
like-
emote is so tough.
Damn, that Trey emote is ridiculous.
Yeah, do you guys want to start the introductions, starting, I guess, from like whoever's on the graphic, like Sid, then
yeah,
Yams.
go ahead. Yeah, Sid, start your shit.
Well, my name's Sid. My name is Sid the Haze. Other people, I guess, I play Kung Lao. Been playing NRS since Injustice 1, live in SoVa, live in P-Town all my life. That's where we're at. I don't know what else to say.
Sid, do you like Kung Lao or Flash more?
Ooh, Flash. Flash for sure. Definitely the Flash.
All right, moving on.
Moving on.
Well,
Sorry.
that was great. Okay. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Ian Spencer. My handle's Yams. I played my first MK game was MKX. It was a real robust scene here in Southern Virginia, and we got on that, and it was a good time. And we're looking to bring that energy back for MK11. Yeah.
Yo,
Cover
I ain't
that
got
already.
I ain't got no name. This young Zappa dog. I've played NRS since what? Fucking Just Ass 1. Competitively, I played Injustice 1. Didn't play MK9 competitively, but played these games since then. Beshanok, hold that. Yeah, shut up, bitch. I'm looking forward to MK11, dog. Man, I'm out here on the West Coast now, trying to do big things, but I still hold it down. Still rep SoVa strong. Hashtag hold that.
I think it's VA strong now, bruv.
Shut the fuck up.
TV.
ZB. Hey, what's up? I'm Zach. My tag is ZB Villainous. Been playing NRS since MK9, but I only started playing competitively in MKX. I don't play Injustice, and yeah, I play Aaron Black, my favorite character. That's about it, I guess.
Yo, what's up? I'm Pickles. I've never played an NRS game before, but I'm looking forward to it. Just gotta learn how to hold the block button.
Welcome to the jungle.
I was gonna do the crazy train. All aboard!
All right, Philly.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Justin. I also go by Philly. Just like Pickles, this will also be my first NRS game, MK11. Definitely excited for it. I'm going to be playing Jackie for sure. She seems to have some useful tools and looks like a lot of fun, so expect big things.
No, let's go, nigga.
Let's go.
Aggressive.
Who all here has played the beta? Has everybody played the beta?
Yeah, I think we all played the
I
beta.
think
Oh,
we
Yeah, everybody's played the beta.
Okay, man. Look, let's get right into it then. From MK10 to MK11, anyone doesn't have to be in order anymore, but how did the beta feel? Just comparing the two games. Like, is it the big footsies? Is it the big lies? Yo, talk
all
to me.
right. All right,
Big
I'll
lie.
address. I'll start off by addressing the elephant in the. It's noticeably a lot slower pace compared to MKX. No run button.
Mhm.
Everyone's not on crack, running from full screen in the blink of an eye. But that also makes the game less 50-50 oriented because I noticed that at least with the characters that were in the beta and the stress test, mid screen a lot of their combos ended with them not being as close, so you can't like just knock people down and then mix them from there.
Mhm.
We'll see how the full game turns out, but I mean, so far without the run mechanic, it's a lot slower pace to the game, so that's good. Good start.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot more with punishing. A lot more,
Oof,
crowd
yeah.
base.
Yeah, the whiff punishing felt great. Felt
Yeah, it's because there's no dashes in the game, so you can literally only walk to like get around. So a lot of
Oh,
walk-
to be
hold on.
better.
I think
in
it's.
final.
I'm pretty sure the final build's supposed to have better dashes.
yeah.
supposed
We're
to
saying
have
in the
better
beta.
dashes, and I think they said character walk speeds are supposed to be improved a little bit too.
Oh,
So,
damn. That's tough.
I hope backdashes are better.
Whew.
Yeah, back dashes were garbo. They weren't even worth doing. They were really
Yeah,
bad.
that's a big MK difference. Well, at least I play Quan, so to me the backdash change
Now,
that shit's crazy because like Quan Chi was like Rose on ice skates, nigga. Like I was backdashing everywhere. Shit was.
You weren't backdashing like Sub-Zero though.
Oh,
there
it was up there.
There's
Yeah.
definitely a misconception. A lot of people are like, "Yo, this is the return of footsies and blah blah blah."
Ooh,
Like,
hold on now.
let me keep it a buck. That's not true. They're definitely not true.
Jeez, are you sure?
There are
Jump threes are pretty
definitely-
dumb. Jump threes are pretty dumb. I think.
Jump kicks in general are stupid. They're really tough to anti-air.
People are gonna get better at flawless blocking the jump threes.
Okay, so I can't really say for sure about that, like right off the rip, because there was no training mode, so I can't really speak on that. I can only tell you what I've played during the stress test and the beta.
Respect.
But it's not the return of the big nooch. It's not the return of footsies. There's just more of it compared to MKX. That's all I can really say.
I give you
I
that.
agree. There's also noticeably less plus frames in MK11.
Ooh, real shit.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
You're not plus nearly as often. I don't know how. I'm actually not too sure how to keep offense going without like being greedy and taking a turn. To be quite honest, I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I guess we'll see in the full game.
The place for a bar A is definitely it's not gone. It's
So-
still
so-
it's still
Yeah,
there.
I think it's pretty character specific because I was watching that UK tournament that they had the other day with Foxy Grandpa and I don't remember the other guys, but like when it was Johnny Cage and I think it was Kano when they were playing, like you could tell that it was really up close and not as fast as MKX, but definitely a lot faster paced. But when it was Scarlet versus whoever the other character was, like it was big zoning and it was a much slower and much more neutral focused matchup. So I think the whole neutral versus run in your face thing really depends on the characters.
What about you, Philly?
So I also watched the UK matches. I didn't like too much what I seen. I mean, of course, Foxy was strong. That's probably the only person I felt like was strong. But it seemed like nobody else really had combos or hasn't really touched the game too much, which is understandable because it's they won still. But in my opinion, I think Zona will be slightly stronger because of the overall system change of the game being slower. But to piggyback off of what you said earlier, I love how whiff punishing feels, man. I absolutely love it.
does
I'm a
feel
big fan of it.
It does feel pretty
And
good.
It does.
yeah.
Couldn't do that in MKX.
Oh,
Hell
not
no.
for sure.
You ain't whiff punishing Cassie Cage. Hold that shit, bro.
Whew, shit, that bitch.
I would go ahead. My bad.
Well, I was just gonna say that if there was one thing I would change throughout the entire thing, if there's one thing that needed to be fucking changed, it's the breakaway system. Shit sucks. I do not like the breakaway
I
system.
agree.
I don't like fighting for my hit just to see some jobber just fall out of it without any sort of like repercussions whatsoever. And then there are characters that are stuck in certain states. Like if you're Scorpion and you try to go for a spear and they break away at that
Yep.
moment, you're stuck in
Yep.
little spear animation. Or Scarlet during her trance, you're stuck in that animation and you just have to hold that shit. They can
Well,
get up
yeah.
from
From what
breakaway
I
and just punish you.
understand, I think that they said they were looking for a way to change that.
Well,
If
and one thing about that, like P&D, like Ketchup and Mustard, they had a video about it where, like specifically with Scorpion, I don't know about the other characters, but specifically with Scorp, how obviously the teleport, the enhanced teleport is going to net you more damage, but you can break away. Whereas if you do spear combos, it keeps them grounded the whole time, which does less damage, but it's unbreakable. So they said that that might have been a thing that they were going for, but they only really demonstrated it with Scorpion. So I'm not sure if other characters are gonna have the same like grounded combo extension like Scorpion does.
Mhm. I mean, outside of that, I felt like all the other options, like defensively, were pretty fair. Wake up attacks seemed pretty balanced for the most part. Wake up rolls punishable with a throw. So I mean, I don't really have any other gripes. I was kind of skeptical about passively building meter over time at first, but it's all right. It's not that big of a deal, to be honest with you. So yeah.
How are everyone's wake up system? I know before there was armor, and when that was the first iteration of MK10. So is there no challenges, or are they character specific, or how does that look?
There's two different types of wake up moves. One has armor and it's just like a normal hit. Like it just doesn't launch you or anything like that. It just has armor as a normal hit. The other one uh launches you and is punishable on block. So you can, you know, choose which one you want to fucking guess your opponent's gonna do, on wake up.
Right. But
You
it
can
doesn't
delay
have armor, but
It does not
it's,
have armor.
it's anti-air, like invincible basically. So if somebody goes for like a jump setup on you, if you do the launcher one, you can
Yeah.
hit them out of the jump. Whereas if they go for like a standing meaty, you'll get hit.
There's also delay wake up and roll too.
Hmm.
Those are good. Yeah, you can roll forward and backwards. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it all takes one of your two defense blocks, with the exception of delayed wake up. So I already having played the game way less than MK. I like it way more than MKX's.
One
Just
one
me personally.
one thing that was brought up early on in the beta, just between people talking, was delay in like changing block from high to low. Is that still the thing, or that kind of just phase out as you guys played the beta more?
I felt like blocking in general felt delayed from from blocking high to low and going from like just simply walking to transitioning to blocking. It felt delayed like severely. And I don't know if that's just from uh, playing MKX so much, which felt like blocking was kind of like instant. Um, but I felt like if I was walking and someone decided to like throw a projectile at me and our reactionary hit block, it would not block, and I would just get hit. That shit sucked.
And my follow up to that is, do you think, because early we were talking about, Yam said that yeah, people will get better at faultless blocking the jump ins, but do you think that will become like a rock paper scissors thing, that if blocking requires you to block kind of early, it will be easy to bait faultless by just empty jumping into something?
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
think
do that. No,
I
I mean,
think it'll. Oh well, I was
well,
thinking like more along the lines of like I've seen stuff like that happen with like third strike, for instance. Like if
Yeah,
people
exactly.
try to jump in and they try to parry you or whatever, then you can just empty jump and then just again or empty jump low or whatever, and bait the parry. So I think at some point it'll become like a mind game. Like okay, your opponent's fishing for the jump in and they're gonna try to go for a you know flawless block into a punish. Then you can bait that and then get your hits off that way. So I think it'll evolve over time into like a meta game. So
that's true. I also
But
think
this
there.
block is just a button. Couldn't you just tap the block button, and then if
Yeah,
they don't do anything, you just hold it
that's what
there?
I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, like,
It's also
is there
pretty
any
easy to
recovery on
trigger.
block?
There's a lot of no. See, there's no recovery like a third strike parry, and it's like and trip guarding is pretty easy.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't see it getting like to be that point, but I mean it could. You know what I'm saying?
It
Decide
could.
to see how it goes. Yeah.
Actually, they could do empty jump throw.
Yeah, you can just do
That
empty
would
jump
work.
throw.
That
Oh
would work
damn.
out.
Yo, I can see that happening.
Throwing itself is a freaking 50-50.
Yeah, the SoVa special was the empty jump overhead.
God, like
Okay, that's cool, man. As far as the beta, it was limited to the characters you could use, and in fact, everyone can see that there's a whole bunch of characters on the screen. None of them were in the beta stress test.
whew.
So let's talk about that roster, bro.
Yo,
Ooh,
shit.
let's
A
get
lot of
popping on
debate.
this roster.
Yeah, go ahead. Talk about that roster, man.
Hey, yo,
Let's
first and
let's
foremost,
let's hear from.
Oh
yo,
no.
first off, free my
Oh no,
nigga
Yams.
straight up.
Who? Wait,
Here we
who
go,
that?
man.
Wait. Who's
Doing
Quan
time
Chi?
in the box, nigga.
Who's that?
Yo, free that man.
What character is that?
Yo,
I'll code it.
rest in peace.
Nigga, who are you talking about?
Okay, you got some. I don't know none of these niggas. Yo, cut the stream. Cut the stream.
All right, so obviously Yams was Quan back, but I mean, overall, how does everyone feel about the roster, real talk?
Not having any ninjas is pretty. No, ninjas I mean like Cyrax, Sector, Smoke.
Cyborg?
So you want the
Can be-
Cyberling Quay?
Yeah, man.
Well, Frost.
Yeah.
That's your
Shut
top
up.
buddy.
Why are you spoiling
Don't,
in the
yeah.
stream?
Yeah, shut up.
Shut up, man. Jesus.
Yeah, fuck. Yo,
Dang.
free Quan, bro.
Spoileritos.
Maybe we should free Quan.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man. I think a Cyber Ninja could have been good here. At least just one of them, man. I don't even care which one at this point. You know?
Just about to spoil the story on the air. Like, what the okay.
Yo, I can't even get my composure. I was gonna say earlier. I said I wanted Sidel. Zap said I do not. But somebody else I wanted to see really bad is actually Smoke. I actually would be interested in Smoke if he
Smoke is
Cyber or human?
playable. Human Smoke.
Human smoke.
No,
Smoke is whack.
Smoke is cool.
Actually.
Where there is smoke, there is fire. Man,
That is the wackest quote.
that
Yeah,
shit
you-
is cool as fuck. Don't even, man.
That shit is up there.
Come
Hold
on.
on, real talk. Where there is smoke, there is fire is up there with Cabalin. Come on, son.
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
Alright, now you're
no.
reaching. That's a reach. That's
That
not
was
a reach.
trash.
That's a reach.
Big trash.
Come on.
I almost want to agree.
There you go.
No.
Yeah.
Vibe still?
Whack.
Pretty corny.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, man.
The eyes had
I feel like the roster's okay. I mean, I don't have Shinnok, but I got Shang Tsung. I don't have Reptile, but I got Collector. I'm cool, dog. Like I think it has a nice, diverse cast in terms of past and present characters. Some of the new characters look cool. I don't know, man. And I'm also pretty hype about this DLC. I know Ed Boon tweeted some stuff about DLC earlier. He mentioned Shang Tsung being the first announced character, and then he asked everyone what they think the second character is going to be. So I don't know. I'm pretty excited about future characters on top of the ones we have. I know a lot of people are butthurt that there's no Melina. Hey guys, fucking Katana can do her dive kick. There you go.
Hey, yo, shout outs to not having Melina.
Shout
I
out
think
to no Melina.
everyone can come together and say that the game is better because Melina's not in the game.
You gonna cry, Isaac? Isaac, I hope you're crying.
I'm sorry, yo, Isaac.
Wow.
I'm sorry, bro.
Shout out to Isaac.
Shout out to Big Isaac, yo.
Shout out to Isaac. Hope you're sad.
One of the SoVa MK mainstays, Isaac played Melina. But yo, you're making an honorable sacrifice playing somebody else, bro.
So far, I like the cast a lot. I have a lot of characters to choose from. I like Aaron Black. Hopefully he's really good. But I also have Noob Saibot to choose from, Raiden, and also Cabal. So
I think they did a really good job with like characters themselves showing actual character. Like Shao Kahn is fuck. That nigga look dope, dog.
yeah, it was
That is
pretty
a
sick.
dope looking ass character. Johnny Cage is funny as hell. Kano was fucking cool, man. He comes in pissing. Like
That's pretty cool, actually.
I do think that like, and this isn't like character specific, but one problem that I do have with this game is how many characters have teleports. Like, why does everyone have a teleport?
A lot like that? Wow.
It's pretty wild how many characters can teleport. Like, I don't understand. Or
Or
they
dive
have like
kick.
They
or
gotta be
dive
able
kicks
to-
or air projectiles. Like I don't understand.
I mean, it's cool. You know, it's a way to circum because dudes aren't running anymore. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Yeah, that's true.
They have their place. You know what I mean?
I might have to pick up that young Devourer dog just to get these boys out here with these air fireballs. I want to turn into a spider. So,
Devora
dropping
looks
sippy
sick.
cups, dog.
Is that Philly?
Who's playing
Philly out here
Pickles?
dropping sippy cups.
Somebody's playing
My
52
bad.
pickup.
So,
I knew
out
My
of-
bad, fellas.
Out of the characters that are returning, that's a good lead in there. Which characters stand out? I know you guys just mentioned Devora, but anyone else that looks like they've been upgraded from MK10?
Liu Kang.
Liu Kang looks like
Liu
man.
Kang.
Liu Kang looks
Looking
gross.
Okay, so upgrade
Wow.
is a strong word because Liu Kang is doing wild shit right now in MKX.
Oh,
That's true.
But
You ain't lying.
but
That's
he
true.
he looks pretty crazy. You know.
But yeah, MK11 Lou is looking strong. MK11 Jax looks pretty cool too.
Yeah, new Cybot, even though it's from MK9, you know.
Yeah,
Way-
that's a
way
returning
upgraded.
character, yeah.
Noob's doing noob things.
Way upgraded.
Aaron Black just looks crazy to me. I don't even want to get into it. Aaron Black just looks wild to me, dog.
I don't even know if those moves are on his tournament variations though.
We'll see.
Oh,
But
We'll
his,
see.
Don't say the
Yeah.
V word yet. That's a chunk of programming.
I think Interez did a great job of just upgrading previous characters, like to give them
Yeah.
new shit.
Yeah.
You know.
I think the
Yeah.
only character that I'm not like, I don't know, I'm not feeling like Kano as a character, like his move set. I think he looks pretty boring. But outside of that, I mean, everybody else who's returning seems pretty interesting. Seems definitely to previous version.
Jade is pretty boring.
Jade
Uh,
and Gordon, like
Yeah.
Who wanted Jade, really?
Gruff.
Blackula.
I know Gruff.
Yeah,
Blackula and Gruff.
Blackula.
Ugh.
But I mean, I don't know. I think most of the cast
Rip
that's
Kenshi.
returning.
Hey, Kenshi missing is sad, man.
Kenshi missing his head. And
No
Reptile?
Kenshi,
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
no Ermac.
Reptile not being in is
No Ermac is pretty cool. I'm alright.
Oh
with
no!
Aw.
Oh no!
Uh,
I'm not
oh,
too
and a
cool to
half.
me.
that. MKX Ermac was whack.
What are you talking about? Well,
Mystic?
whatever, man.
Mystic?
You play Quan. I don't want to hear it.
Okay. Yo, calm down with the aggression. We're trying to have a show. Jesus. Fucking Mystic
Please
Boy
please
in their
remain
half screen
safe.
armor. Actually, no, it would be cool if they, like I got to see like an Ermac that wasn't Mystic. He's a neat character. You know what I mean?
MK9 or Mac was dope, man.
I'm
They
sure.
coulda-
Oh, he was
coulda
cool.
kept them- It could have kept them more like MK9 or Mac, and then kind of just like improved upon that.
Okay.
MKX or Mac is pretty stupid. Oh, I can agree with that.
Well, thanks. Okay, cool.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Let's
they gave
not
him a
lash
mix
out
up.
next
That was like a really weird choice. I was like, why does Ermac mix now? All right.
Why does he half screen armor me with a safe move?
And it's safe.
You'll stop. I'm getting flashbacks.
Why did he do it? Because it's MKX. There you go.
Yeah. Well, hold
He needs
But,
it to keep
yeah,
up with
man.
the times.
That's all, man.
that.
Jeez.
I'm actually excited MK11 got rid of armor in the neutral, man. That was like the worst.
Motherfucker.
Yo, talk,
Wait,
talk,
you-
talk about it.
you ain't
King. Go
lying.
ahead, dog.
Armor? Garbage.
Come on, man. We can talk about armor for 2 hours.
We can talk about armor for 2 hours.
How about we don't?
That's true. It sucks. No armor is good. All right,
Let us out.
we did it.
We can play somewhat wholesome.
Everybody
pussies
agrees.
now.
Yeah, there we go. Armor was big whack. Yeah.
Okay, I got a question for Philly and Pickles. What makes you guys, as new players, feel like, oh, I want to play MK11. I want to try this game. What's going on in your thought process if you aren't necessarily as familiar with the previous titles, or maybe just getting your feet wet playing the beta/stress test? What made you guys really want to commit and take the plunge?
Well, I know that I don't like MKX. I've watched a lot of MKX, and it's all up in your face. Just run across the screen instantly and mix. And I know I don't like that. I don't like it in Street Fighter V, and I know I wouldn't like it if I played MKX. And MK11 seems to be like the polar opposite of that, which is like the only reason that I'm playing it. I think just based off the neutral looks just a lot less like MKX than like compared to like Street Fighter games. It just looks a lot more like that and less like MKX, which like I said I really don't like. I think the characters are pretty cool. I don't want to learn how to use a block button, but sacrifices we make, because all the other games are dead right now. So that's pretty much where I'm at.
No, they are dead. Play Blaze Blue. Philly, how do you feel about it?
I kind of can get with Pickle's sentiment. I do have a few differences though. There's a few things that stick out to me. One, I watched MKX a lot, and it seemed like it would be something I would like a little bit. I mean, I really don't mind a lot of fast in your face gameplay, but I never got into it because I was playing Street Fighter V and Smash. But
Who laughing?
that's another
Yeah, who
story.
laughing, dog?
That was.
What got me into MK11 is I went to try out the beta just to fuck, or the stress test just to fuck around with it. I actually ended up liking it. I liked. It was a little bit slow for me, but something I really liked is whiff punishing, right? Because Street Fighter V was actually my first, like for real competitive fighting game I've ever played. You know, so I was new to whiff punch, I was new to anti-air, and I was new to all of that. And I like how MK11 kind of incorporated that, definitely more so than MK10, and even more so than Street Fighter. So that was a plus for me. I like the community. The community was definitely, for sure, welcoming. You know, definitely reiterating several times that, hey, you need help, I got you, or you want a lab, you want to get sets in, house sessions, you know, we in here. They're definitely ambitious and definitely seem to want to travel. You know, those are my big things when learning any game. One, it has to be fun. It has to have the character or characters I like playing it. It has to have a scene, you know, not just any scene that's ass or anything like that. I mean, a good scene that actually wants to travel and wants to compete, you know, with goals and ambitions. So that's for what turned me on to it. You know, I'm really excited for it.
Are you sure it just wasn't the waifu?
I mean, waifus have little to do with it.
Damn,
I think
Little?
I think it's just a coincidence at this point, man. I just always happen to play female characters, dog.
Hey, yo, I would like to reiterate what Philly was saying about the scene is mad accommodating, and we're looking to help people get into the game. You know, grow together, travel. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good time.
Yo,
I will have well, okay, I'm not gonna shade anybody. Okay, let's move on for now. And it's still early. It's still early. Let's talk about let's just talk about variations, man.
The big V.
Oh boy, the big V variation system.
Day one
Man,
patch, please.
Hey Ian, why can't we just have characters that have all their moves and play that character, dog?
Ooh, bro. Okay. I don't know, man. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold out that they're not the variations are complete. I mean, I personally think that we should be able to just pick the moves, you know what I'm saying? Just let people optimize and then balance from there, but I mean,
Alright.
I don't make the game, so you know.
let me let you
We'll
finish,
rock with
Ian,
it.
but I'm gonna give the stream a little context. For those of you
Oh,
guys who don't know,
true.
the variations in the game have been leaked. Like the actual default competitive quote unquote variations that are in the game have been leaked. So you can go ahead and see all the moves and stuff that are used for these variations. And a lot of them are looking pretty bad. And there's a lot of moves not being incorporated in these characters. So you'll only be able to use these moves if you're playing casual play online or like locally. It's pretty underwhelming. So yeah,
I got
man.
a link. I got a link, ZB.
Okay.
Yeah, hit that link, dog.
I got it in the
Put it in
NRS
the chat.
EA Mortal Kombat Discord.
Not gonna lie, man. Like, for instance, man, Collector has one variation that he literally has a teleport and a command grab. That's it. And then he has another one that's like throw shit at you. It's like, hey, I can throw stuff in the air, and I can put the flame carpet on the ground. That's it. And you're like, well, I know there's other stuff that I would like to use. So where is that shit at? So hopefully NRS puts out a patch that kind of, adjusts that and gives us better variations to choose from than the ones that are already being given to us.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling any Katanas variations.
Give me
I mean,
a
I
low
feel like-
fan.
I mean, I feel like they're both fine. I think the one that has like the anti-air like up fan move looked a little better to me, but it's definitely not like based on what they showed at the combat cast. Not what I really was hoping for in terms of the variations, but the early copies don't have access to the game servers, so it's always possible that there could be a day one patch.
There will be a day one patch.
Is anyone happy with their characters' variations?
I'm not
I'm
really
not.
feeling it personally.
I'm
Like,
pretty happy.
I played Gunslinger Aaron Black, KX, so I like all the moves that involve his revolver. And if I have to play with just the moves that involve his rifle, I'm not really super stoked on that. So hopefully I can use the moves that or emulate the Gunslinger variation from MKX. But that's my main thing. I just want to do like cool, stylish shit.
Yo, you see this audio comment? Maybe we can hit the volume. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, turn my shit up.
Turn,
And yeah,
turn
and
like
some characters,
Come on,
Where's my snare?
like Scorpion, the character will just be instant bottom tier without misery.
Okay, I just kind of in general like the game has more like whiff punishing and hit confirming than X. So like I'm a little bit confused why like people's like main launchers aren't just base moves. I mean that's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like ball, for instance, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you get a 2-3, you know, and you like you combo with like the air hook, right? But hook is a variation move, not a base move. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yo, none of his variations have the air.
Yeah, hot takes.
It's not there.
If you don't have an enhanced launcher, I don't think you're going to be that great in the long
Oh,
run.
That's a
really?
big concern. That's a big concern I have with Cetrion. She has like no launchers. To be honest with you,
It's kind of bad.
Ooh, okay, I gotta see this. That zoning looks a little bit intense though. That
the
wind
the zoning is strong,
Oh yeah, okay. If you have good zoning, then you probably make.
but she has like no launchers.
Zoners don't have combos, remember?
Yeah, I remember somebody said Zoner didn't have
the
combos.
prophecy.
Not what I
the
said at all.
prophecy is
Okay,
coming
okay,
true.
hold on. Let that man get some shine. Say, why are you happy with Loud Dog? You just want to see a hat go around the screen? What's going on?
Look, in a game where there's no armor in the neutral, when I can just throw the hat on and I know people have to respect it, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I think that will be a strong tool.
It's simple, honest work, but it gets it done.
Exactly. So I'm pretty happy. Okay, one thing I am scared about, I don't know if Spin is in his base kit, and I'll be really sad if Spin is not.
Ooh.
I haven't seen any spins.
I
Oh,
haven't
shit.
seen it either.
I mean, he
that's
did it in the combat cast, but I don't know if it's a base move though. That's the thing.
Ooh.
That's what I mean.
Hey,
So,
yo, let's go.
we'll see what's up. I hope
Let's-
I'm wrong.
No spin. That's godlike.
That would be terrible.
Bottom 5.
Other than that, I'm
If I
pretty
win with
happy.
Kung Lao, I deserve the top off.
Can't wait
Oh,
to,
boy.
I can't wait to put double hat on and watch niggas fucking squirm around and try to do stuff.
Yeah, it's like Rose all over again.
That's what fighting games are all about.
Yep.
Special
trash.
moves.
Big trash. Jesus.
Yeah.
Special moves and big trash.
And
Okay,
then
I'm
he's a fucking dummy.
we kind of glossed over this, but what is the moves that are like crush counters? What are those called again?
Fatal
Crushing
blows.
blows.
Crushing blows.
Crushing blows.
Fiddles.
Shut
Get
up,
it
Pickles.
right,
You're wrong.
nigga. Fuck
Jesus.
Pickles, bro.
Okay, for the crushing blows, how do you guys feel about them being tied to certain conditions? Because I feel that it's like really weird.
I like
they
that.
did
Yeah, it's fine.
Some are cool, some are goofy, but what I really don't like is okay, so I'm like 70-30 on it. Like they're tied, like you do it once a match, right? So I am gonna break out of that combo every time. Like it just
Yeah, I mean, some of them are like landed as a counter hit or a punish, and those are all like cool and fine. And then you have noob sidebots running man. It's like hit them with 10 clone attacks, and then it's a crush. Which those are less cool.
I guess we
You
should
have
give like more context. So like some moves like don't launch unless they're crushing blows, and you get one of them a match. You can choose when to use it, but if I have 2 defensive bars and you use one of your crushing blows, especially like a down 2 counter hit starter, which does like a ton of damage, I'm gonna break out every single time.
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're
so
not gonna get
basically
that combo
saying,
again.
yeah, that guaranteed damage from that quote unquote crushing blow will just
I see.
never be used. If
Right.
people are smart and strategically use their that's interesting. Yeah,
It's also
I
going to
was
be very
ahead, Zim.
dependent on how easy it is to get that crushing blow,
Very
like
true.
whatever the condition is. Because Scorpion's condition for one of his questions, you just do it in the middle of a combo. That's really easy to do. You can do it pretty much anytime you want. You
Yeah,
know,
his like forward 3-4 is just like do it in an 8-hit or more
yeah.
combo, and
For another instance, when I was playing Scarlet, her back three is an overhead, and you have to land it 3 times consecutively, and then the third hit
Jeez.
will be a crushing blow. But if you do 2 hits and then you do anything else, and then you do back three, it won't be a crushing blow because it wasn't consecutive.
Yeah, some of them are pretty
Seems
goofy.
pretty wonky. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's very concerning to me.
because yeah, Katana has an 8-hit combo too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them make a lot of sense. Some of them don't. I guess we'll see. Well, maybe the game's not out yet, so maybe we'll see.
I don't mind the way they are right now, considering how much damage crushing blows add to some of these characters' combo potential. Like it's fucking ridiculous how much damage some of these crushing blows do already.
I don't like them versus Breakaway though. That's just I don't know. That's just me.
well, but with breakaway, like you're gonna get that probably maybe like 2 times in like a full set if it goes to 3 rounds, and like if they break out of a combo and you can get close to them, they can't wake up attack, they can't roll, like they can't do anything. They just have to hold your pressure.
That's true. I mean, they can still delay, but
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. You definitely give up all your wake up options outside of delay wake up, so that's cool.
Hmm. But yeah,
Oh,
I'm okay with him.
Nice. Well, I'm glad that you guys at least are thinking about it, because I thought about that. I should have mentioned it up earlier when we were talking about the beta, but I was like, oh, that's an interesting thing how they are attached to different properties. But I digress. Talking about a little bit before we put a microscope on SoVa and what's the happenings of our local scene, we can talk about the more nationwide things. Zach brought this up earlier in our topics about the pro circuit.
Yeah,
Esports.
the competition cup or whatever the hell it's called. So
Pro competition, I think.
pro competition, that's what it is.
We came
Yeah.
prepared.
So there are 9 tournaments that are going to be part of this pro circuit, and then there's a last chance qualifier. So technically 10 events, I guess you could say. The first one being Combo Breaker at the end of May. I know some people talked about it. I will no longer be able to attend, unfortunately, but I know some people talked about going to Combo Breaker. But looking at this list, there's going to be some international tournaments, so we're getting more of the international community involved in this, which has always been kind of a concern with NRS games in the past, with lack of like overseas representation, with the exception of like a few people scattered here and there. But now you got more going on in like Austria and Brazil and other UK events, Ireland, stuff like that, Canada. So it's pretty good that they're branching out and doing more stuff internationally, so we can see the actual scope of the competition. Because it seems like NRS is going in with this pro cup or whatever you want to call it. So it's pretty good, man.
Yeah, it seems like it's more events, right? Before, didn't they have like only like 5 or 6 tournaments for Injustice 2 or something?
Yeah, the Injustice one was like half the number of this one.
Over the
in
span of
terms
like
of how
6
many.
months. It was like dumb.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But this is looking a lot better. North America events, more specifically, Combo Breaker, CEO, Evo, let me see, East Coast Throwdown, and NEC. So
The online ones too, right?
I think, well, they don't have any of the onlines listed on this flyer. I don't know if the last chance qualifier is online. I don't think it is, but yeah, those are the 5 that are on here listed so far.
Word, man, word. That sounds dope. I'm glad that it's getting support, and I'm pretty sure you guys will be hitting up a few of those tournaments. And on top of that, I believe that a few of you will be heading to New York to do battle in the Corrupt Summit, or I don't know what they're calling it on Twitter today.
Some of the time.
Yeah, man. How do you if anyone wants to give a recap about that situation, about Summit in general, and the qualifying process, how do you guys feel about it? Because it's very interesting. Spring, the NRS community has come under direct fire several times,
Man,
being a bunch of fucking babies that don't want to share their game, and they seem not to do themselves any favor when you have a small group of the elite trying to watch out for each other. It happens all the time. To be fair, if we keep it 100 across multiple games, but just because NRS has had that stigma thrown onto it from outside people, maybe unjustly, and now it kind of blew up in some people's faces. How do you guys feel about that?
all right, man. So if I end up leaving anything out in the chat, feel free to let me know. But man, so Tweety got that spot over KP. Big up to Tweety. But the whole voting proceedings are really whack. Paying your way in, stupid. KP muffed up having the Illuminati chat open because then you can see these NRS figureheads are trying to pay to get their boys in. It's kind of whack. So a lot of people that don't have that same support kind of have to hold those lumps. But Tweety managed to edge out KP by 3 votes. I don't like the pay to play model. I wish it was based more off of people and their tournament placings. It's kind of hard to do it with this game only because MK11 is not out yet, so we can't base it off of tournament placings for a game that no one's played in bracket yet. But it's turned into a popularity contest and who has more money in their pocket. And the summative time, it's just been under the microscope the last few days. And in the end, I feel like Tweety wound up getting it, and it's gonna make the summative time way more enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
Like people say that they don't want this NRS drama, but let's keep it real. None of these people would be paying half as much attention to any of this if there was no drama involved. So, I mean, I'm all for it. I want to see Tweety mop. I want to see Tweety pop off. Tweety's probably the only person that's ever been playing mid set with Sonic Fox and popped off and beat him in tournament. So,
Yo, is Foxy gonna be there?
Yeah.
yeah, he is in there.
Yeah, that nigga might have popped off 2 times.
Maybe. But I don't know, man. I'm excited to see where it goes, but I think the whole road to get there was just really ugly, and it should have been done a whole lot better. And I felt the same way about the Dragon Ball Fighters one. I'm not gonna get into the details, but it's more of the same here. People that probably shouldn't have been in got in because of their friends, who they know, who has more money in their bank account. But I mean, that's the business model they want to go with. So, hey, more power to them.
It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, Sid and Ian, are you guys still going to go to New York?
Yeah, man.
Who do you think out of that region is most likely to appear that will be in gold box for y'all?
Silver Eye.
Gur's good. Silver Eye's
Destroyer.
good. Destroyer. Coach Steve.
Yeah.
East Coast has just got a lot of strong. There's gonna be a lot of dudes that make that trip, man. So it should be something. There's only 2 qualifiers.
I'm pretty sure now that his Smash career is over, Strong Arm Forte will be in attendance too.
Jeez,
Oh no, the leak.
right?
We haven't memed the whole session.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, we got to get there.
Let's
We
just
get there,
not
bro.
even-
No, that's fine.
I don't want to dedicate any this data to a man.
The 435 MK11 edition.
Oh no.
SoVa MK Power Rankings coming in multicolor to.
Oh boy.
Speaking of 5,
Jesus.
But yeah, that NLBC bracket is gonna be strong though. So,
Crazy. East Coast is just stacked as fuck. Crazy.
yeah.
Well, let's talk about our scene then, man. Let's bring it down. Let's focus in, and talk before we talk about the competition and the new people. Just about what SoVa NRS, specifically the MK10 generation, has been to you guys outside of Pickles and Philly, you guys were basically the core that ran through that, along with a few others that may not be in our area anymore or stuff like that. But as far as that time period and that training, just talk about some of the positive stuff, maybe some memories that really stuck out and made you guys really want to push and play this game at that level. Because for me, coming back from a hiatus, going back to Street Fighter 4, and watching MK10 come out, at first, definitely it started like every game, it's going to have a big buzz, and you're like, okay, whatever, people play, people don't play. But over time, that stayed consistent, and you guys traveled a lot for it. That was very impressive to see as a group, everybody traveling and doing well. Throughout the entire game's lifespan, someone in our scene, if not multiple people in our scene at different times, were winning brackets or placing extremely well in brackets, and that actually was something to see as an outsider, because I wasn't in the trenches of MK with y'all. So just talk about that. What made y'all really want to go after it like that?
Hey, look, I knew that the scene was going to be good after the first couple weeks, whenever Ian picked up Quan, and I don't know if you all remember when Ian money matched Zappa. I forgot why.
He sat there at the dinner table.
Oh no!
Said my Quan was ass.
Quan was ass.
It's great.
Fucking re-educated.
And look, they money matched, and Ian won. I was like, wait, what?
Look,
I was
okay.
still a player.
Remember this, okay? He dropped Kenshi to pick top tier Quan, and I was still playing bust ass Reptile.
Yeah, but the Reptile.
Reptile was trash.
Okay, hold on, but that Quan was actually really bad. That was
so. I knew that we were gonna have a competitive scene when that happened. I was like, damn, all right, man, because I was like, damn, Zappa's pretty good at Injustice. I was like, okay, I think he can edge out Ian, and shit. I was like, well, fuck, Ian won.
Quan was gay. Quan was big gay.
The diamond in the rough.
Very surprising.
Hey, man.
I played that Kenshi.
Hey, yo, shout outs to Dexter Perry dropping the big facts. Yeah, Tom came down here, talked that mess. Zappa said, I remember it was great. And Tom Brady and Zappa were sitting in that corner talking about that Quan.
Oh no.
Ooh, those niggas got smoked. Jesus.
Wait, I didn't talk to Tom about Quan.
Yeah, you did.
I never spoke words with Tom about Quan. What are you talking about?
Conflict.
That's when you said my Quan was ass. You were talking to Tom.
I don't remember talking to Tom about Quan ever.
Oh, Jesus. Either okay. Well,
but hey, you can hold on to that, dog.
Yeah, that's how that went, bro.
Go ahead. Yo. Anyway, the Quan is ass though.
Like I said, I didn't really money match.
That Reptile and that Shinnok.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, buddy.
All right, wait. When he picked up Shinnok and he got those buffs, I don't know, man. He was Zap was out here.
Please stop talking.
That was out here.
When Shinnok got the mean buffs, whew.
Hey, you want to talk about being out here?
It got cold. It got cold in TGS.
It got cold.
Nigga.
Nothing was colder than me coming into TGS with my new down one. That 6-frame down one. That shit was going because Angelo he just turned y'all niggas out too. I was in the chat. Nigga. I was in the chat and I was looking at the brackets. I was like, Angelo got second. What the fuck? Got my new down one. I came into TGS with the Goldberg theme, nigga. I 10-0'd that nigga. Oh, ooh.
Don't matter. No one knew the fucking Venomous Devourer matchup. No one knew that matchup. But guess what? The next week, that nigga got a train ran on him. Pause.
Pause. That's pause.
Pause. Hey, man. It was just a clash of personalities. You know what I'm saying?
Those were the good times, dog.
But everyone was mad competitive. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone was competitive. Everyone was hungry.
Lots of self-motivation.
Niggas was learning off each other. It was a good time, dog. Like people from the outside looked in and they just saw a bunch of like rowdy coonery, but like underneath all of that, like niggas was actually getting that lab work in, dog. Like Isaac, you know this, dog. Fucking Sloth knows, Indy knows. I don't know if Indy would ever admit it, but Indy knows.
Oh, it's already bringing me back,
So-
seeing some names here in the chat. Shout out to y'all.
Fun fact, real quick. I remember those times how rowdy they were being. I remember the Angelo and Tom Brady money match, and I specifically remember an incident when Sid and Ian were arguing, and Ian that were arguing, and that's actually what got me playing competitive fighting games at TGS.
What?
What?
Hey, we did it.
This is my first time hearing this story.
You saw
What is this?
Division? You saw Division in Discord and said, "I want to be there." That's cool.
I'm talking about at TGS, man. I saw them. It sounds stupid. I saw them arguing. I saw them getting hype over each other. I saw the money matches, and I kind of wanted to be a part of that.
Damn. So everyone here is your FGC dad?
Jesus.
I'd say that.
Why didn't you play MK then?
You like the toxicity.
You could have actually
felt
played
like-
MK.
It's not toxic.
Yeah. Why'd you go to Street Fighter instead of MK? I'm curious.
Street Fighter was new, and again, like I said
Ah.
before,
Yeah.
that would be my first fighting game ever playing competitively. You know, MK was already out for a long time, so the learning curve definitely would have been more steep. You know, but I think I'll do better in this one. Like I said, I actually know, fundamentals, I know basics, things of that nature. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
For me, man, the moment that I was like, "Yo, there's like, they're taking it." The one I'll say this, man, SF5 for sure through its entire lifespan, outside of maybe the first 2 weeks in SoVa, was very. I can't say it was all the way harmonious because we did have outliers and people were money matching here and there.
Kelvin.
But
Shout out to Kelvin.
But for the most part, everybody was still trying to get better, but it was a different energy. You know, the energy was very like, okay, focus. We're going to play hard, but it is what it is. We can argue whatever. There was a certain line that it wasn't going past for the most part. And I don't think one is better than the other, but I'm just highlighting the differences in them because, for example, in my history of money matching and watching other people money match, when people money match, it's usually always hype regardless of the game if the scene is competitive or know what's happening, right? That's cool. However, like other people getting enticed by that is crazy. I never seen that until the MK scene. What I'm talking about was the night that Ian money matched Mr. Aquaman.
Yeah.
I was there. I was in the background, and I was like, "Damn, he got dusted." And then Sid out of nowhere, Sid came through like off the
There goes my hero.
and said, "Hey, I'm gonna match you, Aqua. I'm gonna match you, Aqua." And then he beat him, and then it was just bedlam. It was crazy. Ian was talking shit, and he lost. I was like, "What is happening?"
That was like that. Okay, all right. Look, that was probably like not the best time. I don't know. That time was a little bit less inspirational, I think, than the other time.
That was the best time.
There was a lot of ugliness.
That was the best night. That was the best night of over NRS that I've.
At that point, it got a little bit out of hand. At that point, it was a little out of hand.
I had to, after I beat Aqua, he was like, $50 total. $50 total. Whoa.
That one got a little bit away from us. That one got a little away from us.
Yeah, man.
All night, man.
Damn, Roxy
man.
said when Sid did the Facebook post with the money he used when he beat Aqua.
That was Injustice.
That was Injustice 1.
That was Injustice.
Wow, damn.
Come on, Roxas, what the fuck?
Young ass Sid the Hayes with his stupid ass post. I got
$50 of Aqua.
$50. I got Skittles today with
Yo, people were coming up to me like, "Hey, yo, man, you know that post? You should keep doing that." I was like, "Whoa, what?"
People want to heal.
People love to heal.
As much as people act like, okay, let's talk real. Okay, can we talk real now? It's real time. As much as people want to say, "Oh, you're being toxic," or you're trolling, people want that shit. You see that?
Yeah, that's true.
People used to come into the MK and they'd be like, "I don't know anything about this game. I'm here to watch wrestling."
Oh no, for real, man.
That shit was funny.
I remember
go
that.
on Twitter and see how many people hate Tweety, but that nigga got all those votes. Someone's voting for him. Someone's giving him money.
People want to see the chaos, dog. Look, rivalries and high stakes matches should never, ever go away in the FGC. They're a staple. They're a staple. Like if I want to sit here and watch niggas be all buddy after every set, man, I can go watch like real esports for that shit. I want to see that grimy FGC stuff, dog. That's the shit that I got into it for, man. I like watching people pop off.
Real shit.
You know, I like instigating just as much. Shit is great. Like, fuck all that kumbaya bullshit. Trey start with the hot links. All right, dog. But yeah, man.
What is this link of?
Oh, this is the.
Oh, that's the money match.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, that's me.
Woo.
Dookie.
This is the birth
me
of
versus
Quan?
me
this the birth
versus.
of Quan?
This is the birth of Quan.
Okay, disclaimer, dog. Disclaimer.
Oh, I should have popped it off. Oh.
Disclaimer. Disclaimer. Check this out. I didn't compete in a weekly for like the first like month and a half.
Yeah.
Because I was at work. You are so trash.
Yo, Trey Star is a god.
Eagling in the back, bro.
You are so trash.
Yo, what a good clip.
Thanks, sir.
Whew, boy. Can't wait for MK11 to
Man,
come
yo,
out.
Ian. Wow.
Can't wait for Ian to play.
Ian was on the yard right here. Hold on, man.
What was that?
Yo, folks at home, man, skip to 1540. That is
1540?
not Gandhi.
That will never happen again. See, that's why I'm sold on this kumbaya, gotta be hospitable to the scene, gotta baby niggas, you know.
Okay,
get outta here, bro.
before he popped off though, Ian hit the "Are you not entertained?" hands. I was like, Jesus.
Yo, don't talk about
Oh my god.
all the Marvel niggas were like Spaniard.
Ian, what are you doing?
It's all good though. I'll take that. I'll hold that as karma for taking the money of Ian's son in the
In
Marvel.
Marvel, real shit.
Yes, sir.
Hey man,
It's okay though, man. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. Dog. It's all good.
everyone's a little. It's cool though. Everyone's a little bit older, a little wiser. You know what I'm saying? I'll still, we still might have exhibitions. You know what I'm saying?
No. It's not
I still
fault.
might battles out
Okay.
there.
All right, let's get into it.
Oh no.
No more peace.
All right, what's good?
No more peace.
All right, out the gate, man. Actually, I don't want to talk. Yo, Philly and Pickles, man, out the gate. Who you gunning for to beat in bracket, dog? Talk to me.
Oof. Meat and potatoes. Let's go.
Jeez,
Yeah,
loaded
no,
question. Yeah, you go first, Billy.
Who am I gunning to beat?
Yeah, who when you beat them, not because you dislike them. Okay, there's no hate, but when you beat them, you'll be like, I'm here now. I'm ready. Like I'm strapped. Like everyone has that moment when you beat someone.
Where's Dr. Marco?
when you beat someone in bracket and you feel like, okay, I may not be where I want to be, right? But this is a good sign, even if it's early on, whatever. If you feel that you beat that person, this is a good sign. If this can be consistent, who is that person? That's what I'm asking you.
I actually got several people, man.
Wow!
Yo, bullet them.
Let's go.
Arya Stark? Is this you?
I'd say ZB first, because this will actually be the first game me and ZB will play consistently together. The last one was Blaze Blue, and if I remember correctly, he beat me the last time we played in bracket.
That night was killing.
Nine the Phantom.
Yo, he was killing me. I was really excited.
Yeah.
Nine
So
was
definitely-
busted, bro.
Yes, I definitely know ZB is a good player, and beating him will definitely make me feel some type of way. The second would be Sid for sure. I beat his ass in bracket in Street Fighter 5. I could never beat him in a money match. I'm gonna definitely have to kill him.
Wait, who did you just say?
He said to the
I
head.
feel like
In
me
the
and Sid-
haze.
I feel like me and Sid are definitely cool, and we always had that rivalry as far as Street Fighter 5 goes. And at the end of the day, playing him made me get better. And that's what I look for. Like, I don't want to lose to people. Like, when I see Sid, I never want to lose to him again. So I just started labbing shit against Rashid or whatever. And Yams for sure. Because he's helping me out a lot. He's showing me the basics, showing me the MKX system along with Zach as well. So that's someone I definitely want to look forward to beating. And I want to destroy Zap. If we ever get a chance to play in bracket, I
What
just want to destroy Zappa, man. 'Cause
Talk to him.
He's definitely a one of the top players in the area. He definitely brings energy. He definitely talks a lot of shit, and I kind of want to yeah.
Oh, you
Far
want to
from
shut him
that
up,
forever
dog?
beating
Tell
me.
him.
Look here, you're gonna be working for a long time, friend.
It's a
That shit
long
ain't never
list, Philly.
happening.
We'll see about that. Yeah, I do have a long hit list, and I plan on killing everybody up there, Pickles. I do.
Jesus.
Let's get it, Philly.
All right, well, for me, I mean, I gotta kill Philly because we're both coming in fresh, so I want to stay ahead of the curve. And, 'cause, Philly and me, we go back and forth in Street Fighter. I think he's got a little bit of an edge on me there, so I definitely
A
wanna
little
list-
bit.
A
That man
little?
bust your ass. What you
Whoa.
talking about?
Whoa!
All right.
Alright, wait.
Do we need to party on Friday?
Damn.
Hey man, look.
Hey,
Last
man,
time I checked,
I'm out here flash kicking through these dookie fireballs.
I was gonna say, okay, that's good. But EX Sunset being Fireball Invincible, that's what I remember. That's what I remember, dog.
Anyways, so Philly's definitely on the list, and I
Anyway,
definitely want to be coming for the gatekeepers. I've I hear people saying Angelo's a gatekeeper, Traystar's a gatekeeper. So those are my kills.
Oh, my kills. Okay.
Kills.
kills.
I want to definitely see which one of the first years is stronger.
Man, that
you know what I'm
nigga
saying?
Angela ain't even on my list, man.
Wow!
Low-key Philly, we don't need this right now.
We need this. We actually need this.
This is the front of the house. The front of the house looks really good. You're trying to bring niggas to the back of the house. It
I'll
doesn't
give
look
respect to Traystar, but Angel's not on my list.
Damn.
I'm just looking for the gimmick, the
Should be.
1 month 2 gimmicks, and then him to slowly fall off into the wayside. The train ran over.
Don't say
look.
nothing, ZB.
Hey, look, man. Look.
Angelo could be nasty.
Angelo, man, when Ian came back to MKX after his hiatus, guess who?
Oh
beat
my
him?
God.
Guess who beat him?
Yeah.
It was Angelo.
Darkest one.
Angelo
Okay,
sent that
hold on.
nigga back to the fucking nether realm, bro.
Did he?
Come on,
Because
man.
we played 2
back.
weeks later, and I beat him with my tongue loud.
Hey, but it's okay. But hey, you thought you were gonna come back, enter a top of the food chain, and get top 3? No.
Everyone here
Yikes.
lost to Angelo. Everyone here lost to Angelo. So I don't know what you're doing.
Oh no. Hey man, that man beat Tom Brady and Christopher Genius, dog. Put some respect on that man.
You really did. Oh, hey,
Exactly.
put some respect on my man.
Last time
But
I saw
don't
you play,
respect him,
Tom,
Philly.
I saw you fucking dying in that corner.
Jesus
Oppressed
Christ.
by that ice clone nigga. Whew. But Angelo can figure it out. So,
Yikes.
next point.
Oh no. All right. So we asked the freshman class, so it's only fair we ask the seniors, man. Who y'all gunning for? And it doesn't have to necessarily be. I want to hear a local name, but if it's not, give me at least an out of state name, because y'all I know have some L's that y'all have on your heart still from maybe other people.
No one does.
Hmm?
Wait, you talking about? You talking? Okay. I definitely want to.
Come on, just say it.
Give my.
Say it. Say it. Yeah, say
I
it.
definitely want to work my dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kill them. That you know. And I would really like to see. I would really like to beat Gimpy cleanly, because Gimpy has
Gimpy.
probably of the dudes that played the most, that did the best in Soviet and MK. The one with the most like coherent ground game was Gimpy, and
That's
the
true.
game moving to that. I wanna test myself. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big fact.
30s in the chat.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
That's a
fuck
good
you,
barometer.
I
Gimpy.
gotta shoot. Damn. Get him.
Fuck you, fuck Cassie, and fuck back one. I'd like to beat Gimpy.
All right. Who's next?
Yo, Sid, say something. dog.
Sid,
Yeah,
ZB,
I'll go.
anybody?
Yeah,
Sid,
sure, man.
you know what I mean?
I mean, I'm
Like I
not.
said.
I'm not like super enthused about beating anyone locally. I'd say out of
Best?
town. I don't know. Probably would just want to beat everybody who's beat me in MKX. So who beat me? Like fucking if Dark ever comes out, I want to beat him.
Dark Eric.
Dark
no,
ever.
Who the hell is that?
Dark. That nigga
Dark.
from NBVA.
Oh, Dark.
Ah.
Yeah, Dark. I wanna
Hey,
beat
that man
Kevo.
settled down, dog.
Beat Kevo. I want to beat him. I do still want to beat Biohazard because fuck him from Injustice 1.
Jesus.
Not too sure actually.
Oh,
But that's good. Look, man,
definitely-
if you've ascended and you're like, inner community squabbles are pointless now, kudos to you, Sid. That's great.
I mean, I don't think that I won't be a top player in the scene. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I might trade rounds with everyone here, and that's. I mean,
Yeah, no one. Yeah, definitely. We're definitely past the point where like someone in the scene.
Okay. Let me rephrase then. Okay, because you can be a top player, but there's definitely people you don't want to lose to locally.
Yeah, who do you not want to lose
do
to?
not want to lose to locally?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think the person I don't want to lose to locally might be maybe Angelo. Yeah, I'll say Angelo because he plays wild. I'm not losing to that. I refuse.
What about you, ZB?
I mean, like, people that I want to beat are people that have been consistently better than me. So I've been losing to Ian, I've been losing to Sid, and I've been Gimpy. Naturally, I want to beat them. The bigger concern on my mind is not losing to people that have not been playing as long as me. So I don't want to lose to Philly. I don't want to lose to Pickles. And I usually placed higher than Angelo and Daystar and stuff like that. So if I lose to any of them, then for me, from my perspective, that would be a step back. And I would need to
I
work on
respect
something.
that.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to keep it real. Outside of the boys, obviously I want to beat the boys. If I lived in SoVa, everybody else in SoVa, as far as NetherRealm games, is big trash.
Jesus.
So, for one, I'm not even looking at the rest of y'all. No, real talk. The rest of y'all niggas, I ain't even looking. Real talk. Like, fucking Traystar, you my dude, but you was garbage.
What is this?
Isaac, man, I was hitting you last year, Takeda and Mac shit that I had just practiced in bracket.
Hey, talk to him.
Like, I'm keeping it a buck, dog. Like, I ain't worried about none of y'all niggas when I come back, except for the niggas that's in this Discord right now, and then everybody else. Oh, Gimpy too, because fuck Gimpy. Oh, yeah. And then the rest of the rest.
Everyone's like, fuck Gimpy.
Jesus.
Everybody else that I'm actually looking for is not from the SoVa area. So the bigger names, you know, like the big sponsored boys, obviously.
That's true. I definitely lost a lot of ugly losses to Dragon. I'd like to run it back with him.
Thank you. About time.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to say that shit forever ago.
Hey man,
you gotta aim high, bro.
Hey man, what? Hey man, what?
Hey man,
oh.
Hey man.
Hey bro.
Hey man, bro.
I got big impressed.
I see in the chat, Quiet Storm said, locally, if I beat Sid, I'll feel as if I finally ascended. That's what's up, Isaac. Looking forward to see you do some work.
Jesus.
Gimpy said it's time to go. Sloth said, damn, I'm trash.
Name somebody trash.
He did. Sloth did say, though, Angelo only beats people after having people's characters get nerfed. Interesting.
That's what happened to me. Hey.
Yeah.
I lost day zero loud and I lost.
I will say this about Angelo. Angelo does have a tendency to pick the really ugly shit. Like, it's super ugly, like in the early game cycle that nobody plays yet. But it's just stupid enough to get away with like a quick set, but it's not like dumb top tier to where everybody knows about it. So he might sneak some early wins on niggas if they're not careful. Other than that, like his overall neutral and everything is non-existent. Like, I ain't worried about that. He sucks.
Okay. Now that we've aired some clips out, thank you for not keeping it 100% Gandhi. Can't keep it Gandhi after I just saw a clip of Ian popping off. That's crazy.
Okay, that was when I had the waves before I got the box fade.
The box fade. Shut up.
Right at the gate. Shut up.
He doing
that shit.
I was gonna say, let's bring it back to a little more wholesome talk, man. For anyone that's gonna pick up the game, the waters are turbulent out there, and a little choppy, and the brackets are going to be hard. A lot of people are going to try hard. Where can people go? What do they need to do to get better in MK11 for the new players, bro.
The new players, like
Yeah,
when you say new, like players that have like fighting game.
Yeah, they can have some fighting game experience. That's always best. Super brand new people. I mean, it doesn't matter what game you play. You gotta
Yeah.
learn how to play.
If you were coming into MK11 now,
You cut out ZB.
Cut out, bruh.
I
Cut
said
out.
if you were coming into MK11 now, how would you?
I would work on learning my my strings and my pokes. Strings and pokes. When I was learning MKX was my first anime, and coming from Marvel 3, the hardest things for me were getting used to the block button and like learning how to use my strings, like hit confirming with like dialing combos. You know, pokes not comboing but getting advantage. All the Abare. Lots of lots of challenges. Like learning how to use your pokes, like navigating those situations where you're like kind of negative. You know what I'm saying? But like you're not like getting like you can still steal your turn back. Like getting used to those situations, I think.
Word, I'll tell you a big one for me. Okay, a big one for me is when I was learning to play fighting games in general. I'd say I always wanted to play against the best people that I could play against. Okay, if you hide at home, if you hide, at wherever there may not be the primo competition, you're not going to get better. You're only kidding yourself, man. So when these brackets start popping off, to all you people that don't come out as frequently or want to take this game seriously, there's a lot of people that said they're going to try MK in that thread that was on the Facebook page. And, that's way more than people I thought would give this game the time of day. So I would definitely say come out to GameWorks on Thursdays. That's where the best players are going to be, okay? If you want to go somewhere else, that's fine, but you're kidding yourself. You're not going to be good in your own area at that point.
Real talk.
Always test yourself. As they say, iron sharpens iron, and you want to take those L's even though you may go somewhere else and feel like it's safer. No, go to GameWorks on Thursday. That's when the weeklies are going to be. And there'll be things down the road, I'm sure, that we're lining up that will help people further along once the game kind of settles down. But that's where you want to be. Any new players, I urge you to come out and play. And everyone's friendly. I can personally attest for everyone that you see these names listed that they will play games with you. If you ask them what they're doing wrong, they'll talk to you. Maybe not Pickles and Philly as much because they're also newer to NRS, but definitely Sid and Ian and ZB are local players here that can give you feedback on your endeavors into MKX, because I want to see everyone kind of stick with it for a while, see where they can go. And let's piggyback. I'm surprised nobody said they don't want to lose to Eric, man. What happened? What happened with y'all?
I actually thought about bringing that up, but
I forgot he was even playing. Fuck.
He officially announced his retirement.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't lose him in MKX. I don't really plan on losing to him in MK11.
He quit MKX.
Eric is he's a new man.
I mean, I don't know.
The ways of in his foray into Smash Brothers, I think he could be effective.
If Eric can play the game for 4 months and train as hard as he did, I definitely think he could.
Absolutely. Eric will rise.
4 months.
Eric will rise on volume alone. I've never seen anyone grind as hard as Eric. It's like the monkeys and the typewriters thing. Like Shakespeare, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, y'all wanted to keep.
I mean, I don't know.
No, it's good, man. Look, I'm looking forward to that. I very, very unsure what I'm going to do personally. That's why I'm glad we had a lot of y'all here to speak on behalf of the game's merit, and hopefully a lot of new players feel welcome too. I know if I decide to play, I can easily talk to y'all and get that practice. Traystar, I'll give Eric 2 weeks.
Yo!
Trey blowing it up. Okay, hold on, Trey.
Poor
Since
Trey defending the game.
you're active, Trey, let me ask you. You want to take shots? Who do you want to beat in this game? Who are you gunning for, Trey Star?
Damn.
Answer at your own
Peril.
You need to think about it. You know, don't say peril. Don't say peril. Trey really out here, bro.
Hey,
Trey is OG. You better respect your elders.
I need him to get better so he can start balling, but that's another conversation.
Yeah, and I see the boy 1,000 Star in the chat. Want to
Yeah,
shout
that's
my boy? Yeah, I know. I'm a shout. I was gonna say his government name is Roxas. I want to shout him this down.
Damn, yo, Trey said Zappa because that's the only god I haven't beaten. Jeez.
Thank you.
Trey Star, did you?
What?
Huh? Where did you beat me, Trey Star?
You never beat me, Trey. What the fuck?
Whoa!
Whoa!
What is this?
The false claims?
Yeah,
Are you
wait,
talking-
what?
Is that the false
Your
claim?
big cons.
Trey ain't beat me. What the fuck?
Trey, are you talking
no.
about? Yeah, what did you beat? Are you talking about in bracket? Or are you talking
Wait. Trey's saying that none of you guys are gods. Ooh.
Oh,
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn. Damn.
I don't know which one's worse.
Show me the brackets.
Yeah,
Trey.
y'all niggas is trash.
Not the brackets.
Show me the.
I need Ray to get the brackets.
Oh, Trey, hit him with the Bushin, bro.
Okay, hold on. So, hold on, real quick. I want to finish my my shout out to Roxy's. Yo, come back and run these brackets, bro. I see you at GameWorks, bro. Okay, now Trey, what are you talking about? Trey, what is happening?
We need to take guest calls.
Nigga
Bro.
got
Get Trey on the line.
Too.
I like
So, what are you talking about?
Okay, Trey, what the fuck, bro?
Somebody get Trey on the line.
What you talking about, Youngblood? What's
Trey Star, you've earned my favor, dog. Don't let these
Okay,
niggas bully you.
who is Trey Star's signature kill then? Because he's talking like he mopped all y'all at least once.
his signature kill?
I know
Who
he
did he
beat
kill?
Ian. I know he beat Ian in casuals that one day.
Wait, what day?
You tried to play Tremor on him, and he fucking destroyed you.
Oh
no.
Yeah.
That did happen. I remember. Yeah.
Ian didn't have a character after Klein.
Yeah, those were dark times. That was also the same day that the nerf happened, and the armored launcher nerf happened, and everyone just gangbanged Aqua that day.
Jesus. Pause.
Yeah,
That was the same day.
Pause.
Thanks for catching that.
I knew it was bad because he played you guys on the other side of the wall, and when he played me, he didn't even play Kodal. I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, walk and block, big fella.
Ooh, walking vlog, big fella. Was that the faded day at Kelly's?
Oh my god.
It might have been.
It was actually. Yeah, Jesus.
Oh, big chest bumps.
Chest
Man,
bumps and chest
And
bumps
paycheck.
and inbounds.
Dillard, man. It's
No,
I
that
fuck you for all paycheck. I don't want to
Hey,
start.
right.
Boom will
Hey.
Waves.
Boom
Okay,
will nerf you.
I have to box fade now.
Well, also shout out, that was the first food move I ever went with
You
y'all.
have got to be kidding.
Wait,
Yo,
Philly, you were
that's
there?
crazy.
And I
No
was
way.
Like, yo, is this
You
what
have
I'm
to be
chilling
fucking
with?
kidding.
Wait, Philly, you were there? Holy shit.
Philly
That
was
was the
just a
first
fly on the
move I ever
wall.
went to y'all with.
Oh my
You've
god, Philly. Jesus.
Philly experience history.
You did.
He
Yeah.
did live through it.
Yeah, you did.
Philly was
I mean,
just a fly on the wall on like the MK.
that was pretty.
Oh, Trey Star said it. He was talking about just in general.
Oh,
Doesn't matter if it's casuals and
Oh,
bracket.
game.
You never.
I mean,
Wait, really?
Hey, Zap never let him take a game off him? That's
Fuck
crazy.
no! What the hell?
That's why
You might have beat my displacer rating.
Gotta keep niggas humble. I agree with
I
that.
gotta keep these niggas on their toes, dog. I ain't out here busting no fucking secondaries and shit on Trey Star.
I respect that.
That was best bust saw loud and SoVa.
Easily best
That
NAers.
nigga, I watched that nigga kill Blake, and Blake dropped MK after that. That was bracket.
Hey,
Big Trey Star NAers. I don't
Trey
even.
Star the only loud to actually spin anti-air. God bless.
You know, he
Okay.
hit
No.
the
What?
only
No,
Kung
no.
Lao in the scene
Yeah,
that can NAir with hat.
yeah.
no.
Hey, but you only get throw after dive kick. So.
Yo, I remember. Oh yeah, I remember that day. I did lose because Trey hit the reverse input spin. And I was like, Trey, what the fuck? Like, I am here. And I was like, oh shit. OD.
Oh my god. So what else is next, man?
Hey, no, anything y'all want to talk about, man? The floor is yours, man. It's kind of all the topics I wanted to get to, you know.
Who was the name of that Jax player that Trace managed?
Not much to talk about. I mean,
That had to have been what's his name? Boy,
Indy?
No,
First
Oh.
place?
it wasn't Indy. It was your boy. What was
First
his name?
place. Oh,
Jorge?
you mean Freddie D? No, not Freddie D.
Not
The other
Freddie
one.
D, the other
Welfare.
one.
Welfare.
Welfare. Yeah, he body
Oh
welfare.
yeah,
You bid body.
he did beat Welfare.
Big
Damn.
trash.
Stop jumping on Trey Star. I play that nigga on the ground only. That's it.
So, one topic I could think of is
The
what's
air is
everybody's
off.
wish list for DLC.
DLC
I
wish
have,
list?
I have a wish.
Oh man, Ian, you're just skipping in.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Quanchi is dope.
Okay.
One wish to rule them all.
All right. I don't know who's listening. Somebody put Quan in the game.
Nigga said Quan.
All right, put Quan Chi in the game.
Quan.
Stop fucking around. It's not funny anymore. Combat Pack 1. Let's get it.
Hey man. I think I know who I want in the game. Cyrex, yeah. I think Cyrex is my biggest wish.
They're the cyber dudes, man.
Or Smoke. I'm down for Smoke.
Reptile, please. Give me my man's,
Oh.
dog.
Power is needed. I say Kenshi and Ermac. Either of those guys. They're cool.
Lord Shinnok too. Throw my man's in there.
Ain't nobody wants Kung Jin in.
No.
Nah.
Kung Jin, I did like playing Kung Jin, but not really a fan of the character, really.
I'll take Sindel too, man.
So is Zap the only one that's gonna be playing like a new character at launch?
Not necessarily.
I think so.
What you
Yeah.
mean?
I mean, like a brand new character too,
I was
MK.
gonna say I don't know why these people lashed out. I was gonna say I could. I want to try Cetrion.
Ah, okay.
I think she'll be interesting. So
Get
we'll
off
see.
my bitch, dog.
Cetrion, your picture is of
Yeah,
fucking Skeletor. What are you doing?
You're
You ain't playing no Cetrion, bro.
You're actually gay.
Yeah, you're dumb.
Can we not have you in the next one?
Jesus.
Will we have
don't
it?
even live here.
Will we have a next one?
Read this. Read
Oh,
the.
we'll definitely have maybe
You're right.
1, 2 down the road once let some dust settle, man. We can promote. We got some stuff we got to promote, for the tournament, the weekly that we want to help the scene with.
Yeah, that has to be one after the first weekly, dog.
Yeah, Intruder Alert wants to, not just me and Jason, but I think everybody just wants to get back to playing games and having our drama centered around games, and just to be like, look, bro, you need to be playing where the hype is, where the best players are at. That's the product that we're giving you, man. And we want to make sure that we invest into ourselves, so we'll have stuff down the road that we can talk about once we iron out however we want to do it between the people in this conversation, basically, and figure out what would be the best way to implement it. But yeah, we want to make sure that now MK is like the main staple game going forward here for the time being. Hot take, I think MK will be the biggest game in SoVa until Gaijin Gear or Street Fighter 6. That's it. So it's going to be around for a while.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
And I mean, I'm not saying people don't play other games. I mean, look, I'm still playing
got Sam
Blaze.
Show.
Not Sam Show?
Sam Show is, I don't know, man. The more I watch it, the more I'm just like, this is not looking like
Free the deer, nigga.
That's because it's niche.
it's not the
I know you're in
mechanics.
here.
Hold on.
Oh.
It's not,
I forgot. Hold up, real talk. Before
Okay, go
you
ahead.
continue, man, I
Yeah.
forgot. There was one other nigga I don't want, and that's Jeremiah. Jeremiah is not
Oh,
a
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That will not happen. That will not happen.
Oh, nobody wants to lose to Jeremiah.
Man, hey, hold on. I'm gonna let y'all
Look.
know. Philly named all of y'all, but if Jeremiah beats any of y'all, bless up. He's going to hit all the
That will
gate
not
pop
happen.
offs.
I know.
Sorry.
Jeremiah is mad solid. He's got got the good neutral.
Nice.
Yeah, get that suck in real fast, because
But
you want to be able to say, "Hey, I believed in you."
And it's not even that Jeremiah's a bad player. It's that he wins badly.
that's what I was trying to
so
say.
I don't
before.
wanna
I don't
lose.
know which one of you ignorant people cut me off on this podcast, but I was
Oh my
trying.
god, this nigga.
Yeah, shut up, bitch.
What's going on?
Yeah, wait. Slot said, "Oh, did Jeremiah beat Ian? Is that what you caught?"
And Injustice 2 with pre-patch Aquaman.
Oh no!
But that doesn't matter because
Man.
that game sucked.
Look here, nothing that
Yo,
happened in Injustice 2.
Not in
matters.
MKX, no.
Nah, that never happened. He didn't beat nobody in MKX.
Not
No.
in MKX.
MKX.
Hey, man, look.
Jeremiah.
I've heard the talks, you know, and I know Jeremiah is gunning for everybody. That's all I'm gonna
Jeremiah
say.
is definitely gunning for all of us.
The sad boy casuals were very real.
He saw
Yeah.
he saw the house that the Big Five built, and he knocked on the door.
Jeez.
And it was closed.
No.
And now
We were at capacity, my friend. Get the fuck out of here.
Look, man, he gets a fresh start with everyone else. So hey, he can
That's
beat
true.
anybody. You
That's
know?
true. It is a different game.
As long
That's true.
as
He
he
can beat anyone.
continues to put Street Fighter ahead of MK11, he will always be behind.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
Well, time will tell, man. And like I said, Sam Show. I don't know if it will be big, just because I don't mind the mechanics in the game, but the presentation, the random slowdowns, the game has a very unpolished feel to it. So I'll wait and hold my judgment on that. Until then, I'll play anime, and like I said, I'll dabble with this when it drops. I'll see if I want to invest more or not. But the bulk of the players are still going to be there, and that's why, as someone who appreciates playing fighting games and the health of the scene to be there, playing or not, I want to make sure that we all can come together around MK and support our friends when they go travel, and also locally, and just watch that whole saga happen again, man. Because NRS comes and goes, and after this, there'll be another trash Injustice game. So enjoy it now, man.
Whew.
Justice is trash.
Well, yeah. What you like you said, it was a saga. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna trying to bring that back. I hope you see a lot
don't
of
forget
dudes
to
out
don't
here.
forget to plug the Discord, Ian. Don't forget to plug the NRS Discord.
I think that is a good time. Yeah, me and Steve Hayes and Pickles, we put a little work into a Discord for Mortal Kombat players in VA. I'm gonna try to get some more dudes from like some regions around us, like Richmond, maybe North Carolina. I know the Greensboro guys are really cool. I know that they said they want to run some brackets elsewhere. Trying to get in contact with other scenes. How dudes can play online. Post resources, share tech. I'm gonna drop it in the chat real quick. I did it at the beginning of the stream, and I'll do it again.
Yo, shout out to North Carolina. They always been hospitable every time we went down there.
I posted in a thread about dude was talking about playing MK. We'll for sure be down there.
Yeah, NC is good. Good times, man. That's good. I'm glad that you guys have been active down there as often as you have been for these previous games. Also, Pickles or somebody that has it handy, drop the link to the Twitch, that the SoVa FGC Twitch. That's where the weeklies will be at. So if you want to keep up with all the action in real time and listen to the most wholesome, unbiased commentary on everybody, please tune in and watch what happens. Because I expect a lot of soul, personally, from me. Like, I just from my own experience of watching how different things can go, like from Street Fighter 4 to Street Fighter 5, for example, and seeing just some people are going to hold bad losses, and that's what happens. But that's where you want to be tuned in for, man. You want to be tuned in to see who's climbing the ranks, who's not climbing the ranks. And because this area has been strong in the past, you're also looking at some people that are actually going to be able to vie when they go out and travel and move and shake. And you'll be, oh, okay, I know where these dudes come from, and they're a whole scene battleground. We're trying to really make some noise for as much good things that SoVa did in MK 10. I feel like the scene should be more out there when that game starts popping again. No, it's been dead, but now that it's back, I think that it's a good time for everybody to showcase their talents. And that speaking to a lot of y'all that stay at home, man, I'm telling you, come out and enter those brackets, man, and get better.
Yep. We'll be at GameWorks Chesapeake. Come get it in, bro. Tuesdays and Thursdays.
We plug in social medias now.
Yeah, go ahead.
And that too.
Plug your Twitters, your Twitch channels, anything you want to promote yourself. Floor is yours.
Follow me on Twitter at Zappa Z4PPA. Also check out my Twitch at Zappa TTV.
Oh well, follow me on Twitter at Sid the Haze. That's where I tweet memes and post sometimes.
Yo, follow Yams. I'll have that Twitch up soon. Trying to have some practice sessions streamed. Look out for that.
I don't have any social media, so see me at GameWorks.
Yeah.
See IRL nerds.
IRL, you fucking bums.
You're not the only
I'll-
one to be.
I'll be around.
I don't have any social media either. I guess I'll get a Twitter, but you can follow me at Facebook. Just type in Justin Dillard and you message me for sex.
The government? You're throwing your government out there?
Hey, look. That's why Philly is the realest, okay? All y'all laughing, but that man coming in.
No fear.
I am who I am, bro.
That nigga said DM me.
I love you.
I don't want no feet pics. Though.
Yo, come. All right.
I actually seen the feet pics.
All right, dog.
I just want to say that
Hit me up on LinkedIn, dog.
I got an Indeed profile.
What is happening?
Shut the fuck up.
Pickles, go ahead, dog.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that back when we started streaming at GameWorks, I got the Twitch account SoVa_FGC so it is eligible for subscribers. Which any subscription money that people put towards that is definitely gonna go towards pop bonuses and stuff. So if you got that free Twitch Prime sub, hit it up. Get the godlike Traystar emoticon.
Emote is godlike.
And come pad Sid's and Ian's pocket in the MK.
Jeez.
Hey man, look, you say
Hey,
that.
I'm taking their fucking money.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm talking about, Philly.
Let's go, Philly.
I got the dark horse
All y'all
shaking it down,
I'm
bro.
busting all y'all's fucking asses in this.
Yo,
game.
Yo!
Let's go. Talk to this
I'm
shit,
tired of this
Philly.
shit.
All right, Philly. Okay.
Fuck that
I'm
shit.
tired of this shit. I'm
Fuck that
busting all
shit.
y'all asses.
Damn.
Yo, you grew up watching Yams, and it's not forgotten.
Yo, stop.
Angelo shit, fuck this shit,
Just one of these rush down niggas that sit adopted.
He's just one of those rush
I'm
down kids.
I'm busting all y'all asses. Yo, Tesla, if you're watching this, dog,
Please stop
No,
it.
no,
Yeah.
smoke. I want it. Yeah.
Hella smoke.
Please.
Yo,
It's more bad
if you're
news
watching
than
this,
bad.
man, I'm new to MK, dog. I just called out Angelo. Nigga, I do not think is that good in any game. Niggas are gonna rig the brackets. Make sure I fight him every other week. All right. Probably 30, 40 niggas
damn.
are gonna watch that match too. If you want to see some shit, go ahead and watch that, man.
Yeah, tell him.
Play the heart out here, man.
Tell him. Remember that.
Hey, reflect on that.
Reflect on that.
I'm still waiting for my response, Angelo. I'll see you with MK, my nigga.
Yo, no reply.
Young niggas out here with the smoke.
He left that shit on red.
All right. I guess on that note, that'll do it for our first MK11 discussion.
Hey.
I'm hoping to do another one after the game comes out. There's like a few, like maybe 1 or 2 weeklies that happens, and we can talk about results. Have some hard evidence. We'll have the brackets to reference now. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, let me know. If you have any suggestions, if you want to come on the show, let me know as well. I'm always open to talk to anyone in the scene. If you wanna, this is like your soapbox. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, have a good night, and enjoy MK11.
Enjoy.
See ya.
Cut it off.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, y'all.